Chap, chap, we almost forgot about these niggas, Bricc Baby and Loose Cannon. Apparently, they got more evidence on these niggas. We knew these niggas was goners anyway. Bricc Baby, Loose Cannon snitched on a podcast basically and told the whole world everything. So we knew these niggas was goners. But this nigga Flacco just said it's motherfucking more evidence that came out on these niggas. What? How? It's been months
since we did an update on Loose Cannon, but apparently things hasn't gotten any better for Loose Cannon. It's actually gotten worse, right? Loose Cannon is in a world of ish right now, and there's really like no bright light ahead of the tunnel from what I'm looking at, man. So Loose Cannon was apparently back in court after he tried to pull a fast one on the court system. Loose Cannon is currently in jail on RICO charges involving a Rolling 60 and Big U, but a lot of people don't know or probably hasn't been too tapped in or forgot all about it. But Loose Cannon is still facing charges in a no jumper beatdown. Y'all remember when Loose Cannon recorded himself pistol whipping and beating up this dude called Jay Reed outside of no jumper? Well, Jay Reed went ahead and filed charges. I mean, I think we all knew Jay Reed was filing charges, bro. The minute I seen that interview and Jay Reed was shedding the tear and sniffling, I knew this man was calling the police, and there's not a goddamn thing anybody could do about it or make him feel bad about it.
Situation, brother. You know, this ain't what I wanted. This ain't what I expected from anybody. When I tell you I went there on
call the police. I don't know what y'all thought. Beating old niggas' asses and shit. That nigga ain't 20 no more. He is not in the game.
Love, man, that's what I went there on love, and I thought the brother was my brother. I really did. I thought Wack was my folks. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. And so for me, I'm just grateful I walked out there with my life, and I'm grateful to have you, Rock, to be able to put on this platform so you can understand and see. I'm not who they trying to make me out to be, bro. I really got love out here for these streets. And these tears ain't tears of sadness, brother. Just believe that I'm happy to be alive today.
This incident was actually referenced in Loose Cannon's indictment. However, he wasn't officially charged with this in the RICO. They just mentioned this to prove how dangerous he was. We're not about to rehash the entire incident. Essentially, Jay Reed pulled up to No Jumper because Loose Cannon called him over to No Jumper for a meeting. When Jay Reed got there, Loose Cannon and Jay Reed apparently had some words back and forth. That led to Loose Cannon beating him up, pistol whipping him, stripping him down. Jay Reed's friend was there. He got knocked out too. He got stripped butt naked. So we ultimately did a video where we
Why are y'all stripping niggas butt naked out there? What's going on in Cali?
So the police report, Jay Reed, I believe, was trying to sue No Jumper as well. We don't know what the update of that is or if the lawsuit is still continuing. We'll update you when we get more information. So fast forward to where we're at now, where the police have picked up the charges and they were looking to charge Loose Cannon. However, Loose Cannon, being quick thinking, came up with a creative way to dodge charges, at least temporarily.
And we have on the plate, we have the buster ass Loose Cannon. We have this lying ass dude, man. This dude is something else, man. I can't tell y'all, man, that this dude, bro, this dude do some of the diabolical stuff I ever seen in my life.
What'd he do?
Now, we all remember
on a random
the No Jumper incident, right? With Jay Reed and the other brother, right? You know they filed a case on that, man. You know, for whoever went down there filed a complaint, they filed a complaint. And they picked up that case, bro. But this is the catch right here. This dude, Loose Cannon, told the people that it was his brother. So they picked up his brother yesterday. He went down to his parole officer. His parole officer told him that he had to take him in because he had a warrant.
Talking about he was finna motherfucking. That's why the brother was talking about he was finna expose him and shit. That ain't right.
So he explained to the parole officer that, man, I was in jail when that jumped off. So the parole officer looked at it, he was like, oh yeah, man, you was in jail. So after that,
brother was already
he unhandcuffed him and cut him loose and told him he had to go to court the next day. So when he got to the court building, they told him, irregardless if it was a mistake or not, they was going to keep him and give him a no bail. So his parole officer had to come down there and straighten everything out with all the stipulations, all the paperwork, and all that type of stuff. And I have the document. I'm going to put inside the video.
Loose Cannon's brother and him, they talk the same. They have the same temperament, the same mannerism, and they probably lie equally as well. Okay? So I had to actually see the documents myself for me to actually entertain this story, and I've seen it, and apparently it's true. Because it's true, right? I've seen the documents. Loose Cannon is quite possibly one of the most diabolical human beings I've ever met. Now, fortunately for the twin brother, him and Loose Cannon, like, you could tell they were identical at some point when they were kids, but as they got over due to eating habits, Loose Cannon gained a little weight, the brother stayed skinny. Fortunately for the twin brother, he don't look that much like Loose Cannon. This is a video of Loose Cannon's brother. I mean, you could look at the brother and tell it's not Loose Cannon. They look similar. Yeah, you know, I'm sure at some point in their lives they probably looked identical, but at this point they don't look too much identical. You could tell the difference. If you're Jay Reed, you would know if this was the brother who was pistol whipping you or if it was Loose Cannon pistol whipping you. All right, and you can look at the camera footage. I'm sure No Jumper have no problem turning over that, you know, like that footage, even though the police don't really need the No Jumper footage, they can turn it over. There's videos of Loose Cannon in the building that day. Like there's footage of Loose Cannon online on the internet talking about how like he had to beat up Jay Reed because Jay Reed was talking. So I don't even understand how Loose Cannon could try to get this off, but he did try to get it off. And we may laugh and joke because Loose Cannon antics are absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, man, when you sit back and really look at this and really break it down, this is sad. Like, this is disgusting, man. You know, if there's one person who should not betray you, it's your brother. And being brothers were close enough, but my twin brother, that's the one person I expect to take a bullet for me and to die for me would be my twin brother. That's not somebody I would expect to lie on me, betray me, throw me under the bus, and try to get me in jail. Now, do it count as cooperating? Because I did see a few YouTube videos saying Loose Cannon snitched, he cooperated. But can you really snitch and cooperate if it's a lie? Like, is it snitching if it's still... Let me know in the comment section. Is it snitching if it's a lie? Because technically you're still lying to the police. You're not telling the truth.
I have the document when he went to jail. The case has been filed.
I think it's snitching.
But I'm telling you,
they said
man,
that nigga was finna get locked up.
This dude, Loose Cannon, is a lying, telling ass MF, bro. He just like his daddy. I don't care what nobody say. He is daddy reincarnated like a mug, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. This dude just like his daddy, man. How diabolical it is. You tell the people that was your brother. Why you didn't put it on somebody else? You were gonna say it was somebody else. And this is why I be laughing at these dudes, be thinking this dude Loose Cannon is just like that. And there he had everybody fooled. He had all you dudes fooled to the point, especially when he did that stuff with No Jumper.
I'm sure they'll figure out fairly quickly that the twin brother had nothing to do with this and is actually Loose Cannon. But the bad news is actually compounding because outside of this situation with No Jumper, Loose Cannon don't have a lawyer anymore. So Loose Cannon lawyer actually filed to get off the case. And from the court documents, Loose Cannon is asking to represent himself. He wants to be his own lawyer. This man, Loose Cannon, thinks he's so diabolical that he can outmaneuver, out-trick, out-craft a prosecution team for the feds. All right, man. Yo, bro. I don't think Loose Cannon ever coming home, man.
And now you got the fake Loose Cannon. You know, I seen on the docket that his lawyer is trying to fire him, but it's not set in stone yet. You know, so he trying to go pro per. We know that dude is dumb as rocks. How you gonna try to go pro per, man? You can't. The only thing you know how to say is sweetie, sweetie. That's the only thing he know how to say. He don't know how to say anything else. Oh, he know how to lie like a mug, but he don't know how to do anything else, man. So the prosecutor is put out a response to the lawyer, basically saying that he wanted to quit, but they're saying that the lawyer gave Loose Cannon ample amount of time to find somebody else to be his lawyer, right? So I think to the point, man, if the judge, I don't know, they haven't ruled on.
No more. Your lawyer not wanting to present you no more is crazy.
They ruled only on, I think, April 16 or 17 or something like that. The judge might appoint somebody else, but you know the trial is coming up, so the prosecutor, they arguing like, you know, this is crunch time. You know, the trial finna start. How you gonna dish that man? So, you know, the judge might make that man, you know, defend Loose Cannon without no pay, because he probably haven't got no pay. You know, and I can agree, you know, and understand, you know, that the girl, she ran off, you know.
Shout out to Sharice, man. Sharice didn't run off, and Sharice is actually Loose Cannon's wife. I think she announced they have separated. I mean, Loose Cannon was probably in jail for about 8 months, man, when they separated. Now, if Loose Cannon is willing to lie on his brother, what do you think Loose Cannon is telling that woman? Now, she did say the reason why they broke up is because, you know, she has given Loose Cannon multiple opportunities to be honest, and he just can't be honest, right? And we have seen, like, Loose Cannon has ran multiple plays while in jail. Like Loose Cannon lied about him and Big U being involved in a brawl, like his first week in jail, right? Now, outside of Loose Cannon, you know, Bricc Baby is also getting some pretty bad news.
Damn.
So Bricc Baby, when he took his plea deal, he was hopeful that, you know, he was going to get 4 to 5 years, that the sentencing guidelines was 4 to 5 years.
He got like
his lawyer
10,
even
right?
pushed back his sentencing date so they could handle certain things to bring down his sentencing guideline, right? So how, you know, like the guidelines work, obviously, you know, based on your past history, based on your records, based on certain aspect of the crimes you did in the past, you have a guideline of where you fit in. Right, the less you did, the lower your guidelines is. The most, you know, like the more you did, the higher your guideline is. So I believe Bricc Baby's lawyer was trying to handle some things, right? Like try to get some cases expunged, try to get some things dropped, try to handle some things before the sentencing. So hence those other things can't be put into consideration in figuring out what his guideline.
And instead they booked him. They said, you think you finna get the 4 to 5? We're giving you that. They probably gave him 7, but they probably said, fuck it, we finna give this nigga 10.
Line is, it looks like the lawyer was unsuccessful because when he got to court, Bricc Baby was under the understanding he was taking his plea deal for 5 years. But, you know, they pulled the rug from under him and they gave him some really bad news in court.
Your boy Bricc Baby for a minute, and your boy Loose Cannon for a second. You know, Bricc Baby took a deal, right? We all understand Bricc Baby took a deal. And Bricc Baby pushed his sentence back to April. But now we got another twist inside the deal. You know, Bricc Baby took the deal on the pretense that he was going to get 4 to 7 years in category 19.
He wanted 4 to 7.
When the PSI report
so they
came
did
back,
7 to
over
10.
the category 19. So now they're trying to give him from 9.5 years to, I think, 115 months. So like 10.5 years or something like that. So what his lawyer have done, he filed a motion to, I guess, rescind the...
At least in Cali, y'all only do 85 though, right? Yeah, I think in Cali, y'all only do 85.
The pre-deal, or, you know, but he want another judge to hear it because the judge signed off on that. But see, the thing is this, though, what a lot of people need to understand. Bricc Baby, he signed that pre-deal, right? Instead of his lawyer reading the terms of the pre-deal, he should have stipulated up in there, now, if Bricc Baby go over category 19, he have a right to rescind that deal. So Bricc Baby lawyer didn't do his due diligence in that particular manner.
Yeah, if he had a public defender.
I don't know if they put Bricc Baby in a trick bag or anything like that, because we know that the prosecutor don't know what category Bricc Baby gonna fall in, but the prosecutor do know what is his, past felonies. And
I blame the lawyer completely 100% because the lawyer should know this. Like the lawyer should have known, hey, Bricc, based on your criminal history, you might fall under this PSI. The lawyer should have done his homework and then brought the various options to Bricc Baby. Hey, bro, when you take this plea deal, you might get 10. Hey, bro, you might get 9. And give Bricc Baby his options. I feel like this lawyer, man, was probably rushing.
He
right,
he
just
got
trying
more
to get
cases.
through the motions because they even pushed back the case because the lawyer claimed that they had another trial starting soon and they needed more time to work on Bricc Baby PSI. So the lawyer clearly F Bricc over. Now hopefully this could be reversed. Hopefully Bricc. Now I wouldn't suggest Bricc take this to trial. I wouldn't at all. Right? Hopefully they could work out a more favorable plea deal. I'll be real, man. If I had to advise Bricc Baby, even the worst come to worst, take it a trial or take the 10 years. Bro, take the 10 years, man. Take the 10 years.
Sound easier said than done. Nigga said take the 10 years. That's a whole 10. That's a decade.
Just walk it down, come home, man. If I had to advise Bricc Baby on what to do, that's what I would say.
Good thing we ain't asking Flago.